Welcome back to Two of a Kind. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Michelle.
And we're joined by two of our men. I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
I'm John. I'm Olivia's husband.
I thought you were going to say I'm John. I'm a lizard. I'm Steve. I'm Michelle's boyfriend.
He stuttered. He's nervous. And at least we have two mics. We were supposed to have four, but obviously we always have fucking issues with our mics. And Samsung.
No, honestly, it's just because we were watching it like a hawk. It was going to be delivered, obviously not delivered on time. So here we are, and we're going to share. We'll pass around, We'll get stuff done.
We are here in Florida, vacationing together for the second time. And this entire trip has been revolved around food and food only.
And John with his alcohol.
And us with our 6-minute abs.
So basically, we're such big foodies. I'm going to exclude John when I say this, but like Steve, myself, and Olivia, we go to the States. We're constantly being like, what new food should we try? Where's the best dessert? What's the best pasta? Like carbo loading. We just need to be in like decadency.
I feel like that's so Canadian of us. We're just like, oh, we don't have that. I need it. Oh, I don't have that fast food. I want to try it. But when you're at home and you have all the fast food, we never eat it. It's a vacation lifestyle.
I eat it for sure. Like I'm Uber Eating 5 times a week.
This is just like your guys' mentality that you're trying to normalize what you do. But I mean, definitely that's a thing. Like, oh, we don't have this in Canada. You want to try it. But you guys go to another gluttonous level of that where it's to excess. And it's part of the reason why I love you. I love how much you love food. It's the best thing ever. But you get yourself in some trouble sometimes.
Literally, it's like our own type of eating disorder where it's like we want to go balls to the walls for the 5 days that we're here. We're going to eat everything. We're going to enjoy it to the fullest. And then the second we get home, we feel so ill and so shit that I'm like, I never want to see a crumble cookie again in my life. Like, you don't understand. Like, this, once I have it, I'm done with it.
But we're enablers. Like, it's like I'm full.
Me and you are enablers. We're like, are you going to have another one? So I can have another one.
True. It's like I'm full to the max. Like, it's in my throat. And then I see her grab a chip. Give me a fucking chip. Like, you're not going to have a chip alone.
And I don't want to have a chip alone. So, like, I need that support system, like, constantly.
I feel like I'm constantly letting you down. You're like, oh, I want a cookie. You're going to have the cookie with me. I'm like, no, I don't want a cookie right now.
Yeah, and Olivia's mean about it. She's like, oh, well, your vagina's hanging out.
Literally, you don't want to eat anymore? You're full? Oh, my God.
Your stomach is so tiny, it can't fit any more food in there. And then
no, because like I've never been around such an intuitive eater. He's like, I had a taco. I'm not hungry anymore. But it's like it's not about not being hungry anymore. Like, do you hate yourself? Yes or no? Like, that's where I draw the line.
Is it still on your plate? Yes or no?
And that's where it goes into a food disorder. Is there any inch left in your stomach where you could fit one more bite? You don't understand. She eats herself so full that I have to rub her belly after. But I'm not rubbing her belly. I'm rubbing up here because the food has gone so high.
Oh my God. TMI.
No, but like I get that. And the thing is, it's like at least you have someone to like keep you in check. Steve and I were just like, okay, yeah, let's do it. Okay, yeah, let's get it. Like we're both not there mentally when it comes to food, so we have no one to hold us back.
Steve woke up this morning and grabbed a slice of pizza, and I saw him in the kitchen. I was like, breakfast of champions. John saw him in the kitchen. You're having a slice of pizza? It's like 10 a.m.
It wasn't the 10 a.m. It's like I haven't even had my coffee yet.
And
I still have sleep in my eyes. I haven't even woken up and you're eating a slice of pizza. I respect it. I just don't get it.
And then there was me. I had no comment. It was like so normal. I wasn't like breakfast of champions. Like, oh my God, you're having pizza. I was just like, okay, like carry on.
But this really is like the 3v1 crew. And it's like you guys I don't, they, as much as they eat is as hard as they work out, which is like respectful. They balance themselves out.
That's part of the disorder.
Yeah. But so like they're coming up 4 p.m. They're doing their, their Pilates, their workout, their abs. And there's lazy old me sitting on the couch watching them having a glass of wine. But I feel no guilt about it. I feel zero guilt about it.
Yeah, well, you woke up every morning. I feel so skinny. Like, I'm feeling so skinny today. It's like, shut up.
No.
We roll out of bed.
He's like, I feel like light and tight right now. And I literally couldn't even breathe. I was like, shut up.
No, but the eating is a real thing. Like, I know we go through it and we're always binge eating, but I know a lot of people go through it. And it's an overwhelming sense of wanting to try everything as if we're never going to have it again. You know, it's like, okay, I can enjoy it and like put it away and come back to it.
Where you guys are a little bit different than me even. Like, you guys take the cake is like, I'll do that for stuff that I may never get again. You know what I mean? Like, let's say we're in Florida right now. I don't know when I'll be back in Florida. That's one thing. But like, you guys will eat like that for something you've had 100 times. That's the only difference, I would say.
Yeah,
Because I can have it a million times, but I won't. Like, even if it's like a Lay's Original Chips, like, I'm not someone who buys that and eats it. So if I see it and it's there, I'm like, oh, I'm going to eat a lot of it. Because even if I have it in Canada, I'm not going to eat it like that. Even like family
I think that's
things.
part of like the disorder. It's like restriction and then full on like binge. Restriction, full on binge. Where
For
it's like
sure.
you could just eat it in a casual way.
No, it's like I do that family events. I'm like eating so much and everyone's like, do you want to take leftovers? I'm like, I don't want to see this ever again. Like, no leftovers for me.
Yeah, but then 2 days later you have regrets.
Yeah, we're definitely sick, I would say. Like, there's something, like, I wish we knew what it was called, because it's definitely something.
I think it's called binge eating.
Is that a disorder? Binge
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a disorder. Like, I think it's like, it's not just like, ha ha, funny. Like, I think something's fucking wrong with us. Like, I'm being dead serious. Like, we like, because we're three, it's cool.
Yeah, we're
It's not
normalizing.
normal.
We're normalizing it
It's
being
not
three of
normal.
us.
But in here, I'm the abnormal one that gets shat on. It's like, oh, you don't want another cookie? We just had 2 dinners and went out the whole day and been in the sun. You don't want to eat more sweets?
Oh, you're
No.
you're so cool, John. You're normal. Oh, cool.
And then I'd be like, shit.
No, like you watched us after
left
lunch.
out.
You watched us after lunch,
Oh
each
my God.
devour like 2 full
No,
donuts.
this is the best. So every night we've been ordering dessert for them to have after dinner. And today they ordered donuts.
Wait.
And after lunch, they ate all the donuts. And I'm just looking at them like, number one, I just ate lunch. I'm full. I don't want something sweet right now. But I get that. People want sweet treats after. Like, I'm not judging them for that. But you ordered this specifically because last night you were so sad that you didn't have sweet treats for later. But now you ate them, and now we're not having sweet treats later tonight.
No, we'll order more.
Yeah, I was gonna say the night's still young. We can order more.
But also, like, correction, we didn't eat all the donuts. There's every quarter of yours is still there.
Yeah.
It's true. We did leave every quarter that we're probably all gonna.
Just in case you want to jump on the bandwagon.
I'm only eating 1/4, and that's
The apple fritter.
the apple fritter. That's the only quarter I'm eating.
Sorry, when you talk, you need the mic, and when you talk and you hold the mic, it needs to be like at this level, or else no one hears you. And
We have to give him to Slack. Not everyone's like a professional
no,
podcaster.
but
like
I'm
us.
just talking from experience. Like us and our tech issues, Mike's here.
Mike's there. Even last night, like I was full to the brim, exhausted. Steve came to bed like a little later, and I was like, I know you're still hungry. He's like, are you gonna have pizza with me? And I was like, no, but like if you microwave it and bring it to the room, like I'll just be up with you as you eat it. Like I just feel like he needed that support, you know?
But I also think there's like a difference with us. If you were to say like, "Hey, do you want some French fries right now?" There's never a moment in my life that I'd say no to that question.
You're
But
a snacker.
I'm a salty. Like, I don't want a donut. I don't want a cookie.
Right.
I want chips, French fries, a burger, a grilled cheese. Like, that's my kind of food.
Right.
But that's like, you don't let yourself have that. You let yourself binge on donuts, but you're not like, oh, let's order like a large McDonald's French fry right now.
No, but we did order a bunch of cookies, and then you wanted your salty snack, so then we had a whole Wingstop meal.
Okay, you can't blame that Wingstop meal on me.
You just
That was rude.
You just blamed
That
the
was-
entire order. I would have ordered like 2 tenders and
Yeah.
a fry. Next thing you know, we have 75 wings and tenders. That's not me, man.
Wait, I just want to say with the Wingstop, John's asking me like, how many wings do you want? How many chicken tenders? And I was like 10, because I'm thinking like we're 4 of us, and like 10 chicken tenders of one flavor like is enough. But John just wanted to make sure with Steve, so he goes, Steve, like 10 chicken tenders, we're good. He's like, okay, not 10, like 5. We're like, but we're 4 of us. He's like, oh, I thought you were just asking for me.
So Olivia's thinking everyone's getting 2 tenders and Steve wants 5 to himself.
And before you think about this, we'd had a full dinner. Okay, we stuffed our faces. We had another full meal after. We had dessert after that. This was like the 4th meal of the night.
Yeah, but we did abs.
6-minute abs. Here we go. Okay, and I'm moving on because we're on vacation. I posted a little thirst trap on Instagram. You know, like I was feeling myself. I'm in a bikini. I'm a little tanned. I'm like, okay, let me take a photo. Then I was thinking, at what point in time do you stop posting photos of yourself where you think you look good for the internet?
Never. That like 70, you're still doing it.
Thank you. And I agree.
I was going to say the same thing. Like, just because you're in a relationship, you're not posting nudes. Like, you're just feeling yourself, so you're posting it. Just because you're in a relationship or not, I don't think that should stop yourself from feeling good and posting it.
I'm not going to say what's right or wrong in the situation. I think if that empowers you, you go right ahead and do whatever you want. My personal opinion is thirst traps bother me. To me, it's like I need attention. Look at me. It's not empowerment. It's the opposite. When I see it, that's the way I take it in. So when I see that on Instagram, like, you won't find my Instagram feed of thirst traps of girls because I don't look at it. I go out of my way to avoid it because it bothers me about them. Do you look great? Sure. I have eyes. I'm a guy. I'm not saying you don't look good. I don't want to give you that attention. I know you're craving it, and I know it has no source of validity in who you are or what value you bring to the world, and it bothers me, but that's like my own thing. That has nothing to do with anyone else. I'm not judging anyone, but I know it's important to you, so it doesn't bother me. But to like the 1 or 2 people that I know that like hit on you that bother me, I'm like, yeah, don't send that thirst. Like, make sure they don't see it. That's respectful to me.
The thirst trap is not me wanting attention. It's me thinking I look good and wanting to post it. But then it's not for other people. Like, I don't need them to DM me. I don't need that. I just think I look good and I post it. I'm not like, who's gonna tell me I look good? Like, I don't give a shit.
I know you're not looking for it, but that is what you're looking for, because why else do you want other people to see it? Why can't you take that picture and you look at it and be like, oh, I look great? And that would,
for the
what you're saying, that would be all you need. You don't need to post it. Yeah. So I don't really, I kind of call bullshit on that.
Yeah, I call BS. Why? Why do you feel like?
Because I post it, other people could think I look good, but I don't need them to tell me. It's like, I know you saw it and thought I looked good. Like, I don't need you to be in my DMs.
But it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Whether they tell you or they think it, what's the difference?
I don't actually know if they think it. I'm just putting it out.
But who's
there.
they?
I think I look good. Like, anybody.
No,
Anybody.
most of the time when I post anything on Instagram, whether I'm posting like a picture of food or a picture of myself, like, it's for the girls.
100%.
It's always just like for the girls. Like, I posted a picture and like people from my Pilates class were like, yeah, Pilates abs. I'm like, yeah, thank you. Like, you've been there every week with me.
Like, I get it for the girls. I get that, and I believe that you actually mean that, but you're not posting it just to girls, and your following on Instagram is not majority girls. So
Yeah.
No, I completely, like, everything that John's saying, I agree with. The only reason, and I thought like you for the last 10 years, I'd say this year was the only year where I realized that's the game, that's the world we live in now. So you either play the game or you lose. And like, yeah, I wouldn't be doing it myself because I'm trying to get attention. It's because, let's say, anything you want to do business wise, like, you're better off if people think highly of you, right? Like, people care about the person who seems cool, who is in good shape, who maybe is rich, like no one wants to watch some fat guy in his basement. Like, let's be honest, like, that's the way the world works. I didn't make it up. That's just how it works.
You're right. It is the way the world works. It's the way I wish the world didn't work. I
Fair.
don't think that's good for us or our well-being or society as a whole at all. But that's a whole other discussion.
Yeah.
And even like social media in general, it's to show off. Like, you're somewhere, you're in Amalfi Coast, you're posting it. But that's what people do. But yes, it's turned into that. So it's like, if I'm gonna post a beautiful beach on the Amalfi Coast and literally like, and I think I look good, like, what's the difference here? You're making people jealous of where you are. You want to show people this life that you're living, or you're like, look at what I actually look like right now.
If that was real life, social media was developed to share and to connect people, information, ideas, and social life. No. We've manipulated it. We have not evolved. We've manipulated it. There's a difference between that.
Okay, but we've manipulated and now here we are.
Yeah, I agree. Like, you have to take for 2024, this is what we use social media for. This is what people post. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's no longer just a news source.
You want to
know?
connect? Like, meet me on LinkedIn.
There's very few like better ways to reach a bunch of people and make an impact. Like maybe not us right now, but one day, like let's say you have 20,000 followers and like 100 of them do something because of you. Like that's super cool.
Oh, 100%.
You're not going to get those people by not posting these things. So it's like whether you like it or not, I just accept it now. It's like, that's what it is. And once in a while I got to do it. And
yeah, because when I posted this trip, I was like, oh, I wonder like when it's time. I was like, you know what, maybe like, because I'm married now, I'm like, oh, maybe it's a little weird. And then I was like, no, maybe when you have kids. And then I thought, would I be mom shaming someone if a mother posted that and she felt good about herself? She's like 7 months postpartum and takes a banger photo. What am I thinking of her? You know?
100%. And I feel like you shouldn't be mom shaming. Like, she thinks she looks good. She's showing the world.
Yeah.
Also, like, I'm a wife. People are getting married at like 23 years old right now. Like, all of a sudden they're not going to be on social media. Like, people are popping out kids up when they're 18. Like, what, you're a mother now? You can't post?
I agree with what you just said completely. I just think there's lines in the sand. A thirst trap to me is not the same thing as I look pretty tonight. A thirst trap is begging for attention. It's like showcasing things that are very, like not personal, but like it's being sexy, looking for attention. That's like, to me, that's a definition of a thirst trap. And this conversation is about a thirst trap, not about an empowering picture of I look good.
But what if that
No, for
empowering
sure.
picture of she looks good is it's in a bathing suit?
No, okay. You want to tiptoe the line. That's not what this conversation is. The thirst trap to me is like what it is today, which is like half naked. It's not, and like a bikini. Okay, those are different like things that I don't even. Let's not.
Am I like a news reporter?
Apparently,
Hold the mic.
I've never been on national TV before. Apparently.
No, like at some point I'm just like holding the mic for him. But I understand what you're saying too. And I actually feel like more guys probably think that way than girls just in life.
Yeah, because I see a picture of a girl. I'm not even thinking this is a thirst trap. But do you know what I mean? I'm just like, she just thinks she looks good right now and she posted it. Like, I'm not like, oh my God, she's seeking attention. But I just feel like we have different mentality.
Yeah, it's a different perspective of the same situation.
We just have completely different mentalities also of the product of social media in our society and what it produces. And I know that our views and our point of views on this is so different that there's no point in like going there because we see it differently.
Yeah, you're a different generation.
Well,
Kidding.
different decade, you know?
Here's to everyone in their 30s.
Okay, well, if anyone feels some type of way, like I would love to hear other people's perspectives, like not just ours. So sound off in the comments.
Olivia's always Olivia's always hoping for someone to respond.
No.
Like, let me know.
Let me know, like it, comment. But then like I say that and then people write like nasty ass shit. And I'm like, do you have a mother?
Just random. Honestly, I was outside, so excited to be in the sun. I got burned and then I got a cold. And my take is the sun got me sick. Like being burnt, feeling like this gave me a cold and a cough. And that's just like what I think I got. And then we have perspectives over here where John's like, you got sick on the plane and it's only developed now.
I think it's like a combination. I do feel like when you get burnt, the AC, you're cold, you're hot, your body's going through some fucked up shit right now.
Yeah. And the worst is being sick in a hot destination.
No, just being sick on vacation. You like hate yourself, but you love yourself for being here.
And then pushing through because you want to still do everything you were supposed to do.
I definitely think it's a multitude of all those things. I don't think you got burnt and now you're sick from the burn. I think you were sick or your immune system was weakened by being burnt, by being in the sun, by pushing yourself every day, drinking, working out, running around, and your immune system went down, you caught something, and now instead of you relaxing and letting your body fight it, you're pushing through your vacation, which you're a beast, and I'm proud of you for, and it's gonna take a little longer for you to get healthy.
facts. No one could say it better.
Steve didn't speak for a while. He felt like he had to say something.
Well, she gave me the mic. I'm like, I guess. Like, fuck. No, but like, he's right. I said the exact same thing to you.
How are you feeling right now? Like when you're speaking, are you like can't breathe?
Yeah, like one nostril is definitely not working. And It's a bit of a struggle, but like I'm pushing through. I'm feeling actually hot now. Like I was freezing before. I was like, how am I gonna take this shawl off? And now I'm like, but that's what the pod does to you.
I've
You
said
start
this before.
sweating.
Yeah, you start sweating out of nowhere. Like your sweat glands are on.
Really?
They're activated.
Yeah.
I feel
You're
cool
not
as a
talking
cucumber.
much.
Yeah, you guys are nervous.
No.
It's because you have two handsome guests. You're nervous.
Wait, I need my
This
phone.
happens to us every week. Olivia's like sweating. She's like, yeah. But it's a thing. Like people get hot on the pod.
Why is that? I used to have a pod in a way. I never sweat.
I'm sweating more now that we have like guests.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I get it when I'm like up presenting or something and I'm on and
Yeah.
I don't stop and I'm talking and then I'm hyped up and I'm passionate about it. Yeah, I get hot. I can't say I'm hot right now, but you guys are passionate about it. It's good. You like it, and you all should like and subscribe because of that.
Oh, thanks.
And you guys are in tank tops. He's like fully clothed. He's ready for winter and he's not sweating.
You would think we're all in different locations right now.
No,
Like,
I got dresses today, and John told me I look like a babushka, and I had to go change. So
it's like same color. Like it's a little tweak. Did a long way, I guess. Went a long way.
Okay, but she did change.
oh my god, if anyone thinks I look like a babushka right now, like I'm dying.
What is a babushka?
Is it like the thing where it's like a person and a person and a person?
That's a Russian.
But what's it called?
You look like a person.
But I think those things were called babushkas.
Maybe. I'm not Russian.
You have to shut the mic.
I'm not Russian. I don't know. A babushka, in my mind, and if I'm wrong, I apologize. It was always a grandmother, like a cute grandmother.
So you look like a nonna.
Yeah. Michelle was going to borrow one of my dresses that I think is beautiful. And she's like, I can't wear this because Steve looks like I'm wearing his nonna's tablecloth.
No, literally, that's what he's.
My Dolce & Gabbana one.
He's like, that looks like my nonna's tablecloth.
If your nonna has a tablecloth that looks like that, that's the most stunning tablecloth I've ever seen in my
I
life.
don't even remember which top it is or dress.
It was a dress. It's the pink and white one.
Olivia and I were on our honeymoon in Capri in Italy, and we're walking around, and we wanted to get her another dress, and we hopped into Dolce & Gabbana, and they fell in love with her because she's beautiful, obviously, and they wanted to try on everything in the store, and she tried on one of those dresses that just looked so stunning that it was like, we're not even looking at the price, like, this was made for you. It's not a tablecloth. It's gorgeous.
I don't think I knew it was a D&G dress.
Who cares? Who cares?
No, I know. I just said what I felt.
Okay, so this is our third vacation together. And how do you know when you go on vacation with
Third? Second, no?
Mexico?
Oh, shit.
And some people like are meant for different things. Like some people you go out to the club with, some people you go for dinners with, and then some people you vacation with. You know, like you don't always vacation with every type of friend.
Fuck, I thought that was going somewhere completely different.
No, I was gonna
Like,
say
some people are fun and some people...
yeah, some people can hang and some people can't. I want to know, Steve, I'll ask you this, and then
Yeah.
John, I'll ask you next. How do you think our dynamic is vacationing together?
I was literally thinking about this yesterday because, like, for me, like, I'm happy, like, I'm enjoying the trip, but I'm always like, I don't know if this is what they would do.
100%.
Like, you
100%.
guys. Because, like, I'm like, I'm not a huge drinker. So I'm like, oh, maybe they would be out. Maybe they'd be drinking. I don't know. Like,
John will drink with you or without you.
so, like, it doesn't change anything?
Okay, I'm not the crazy drinker they're making me out to be.
I didn't mean it that way.
I do like to drink, and I like it. This was the ongoing joke. Like 4 p.m., they're working out. I'm having a glass of wine or a cocktail because I'm on vacation. It's 4 p.m. and I'm about to shower. Want to be a little litty titty, and before we go out, I love the way we vacation together. I think us four are perfectly vacationing together. The one thing I'd say is like I feel left out with the food sometimes. Like I feel like you guys eat to the point where like you are then unhappy and it affects you the next day or that night. Where it's like I never let myself get like that. So I like when I'm light and tight in the morning and you guys are all like, oh, I don't feel good from how much I ate. That's the only thing that I feel like different about like the way we would travel.
But do you think we would be as willing to like run to the gym if we didn't feel that way? Like part of me feels like I'm like, if I eat and I feel so bad, tomorrow I'm gonna feel like I have to go to the gym.
No, I think we would go to the gym no matter
No matter what? For me, like maybe not.
But that's why I'm like, when you say that in the mornings, it's like we feel like shit, but we always go to the gym and we're down to hang out again and go to the beach.
And I'm not saying this is a good thing, but I don't go to the gym. Okay, but like I don't think you guys are all skinny. Like none of you. I'm not saying don't go to the gym. Definitely go to the gym, but you don't need to go as like hard as you guys go if you like balance yourself a little bit.
No balance here.
I'm like, okay, we don't go like crazily hard.
No, but it is vacation vibe. So like we are eating way more than we do. And we do hurt ourselves in the long run. Like I don't want to wake up feeling like shit. I just do that to myself. And I'm like, fuck, now I feel like shit this morning. But besides that, I feel like we all get along really well. Like all we want to do is lounge out by the beach, get a good suntan, have a little like downtime inside, go for a nice dinner, come back home.
Yeah, like thank God none of us said, are we going to go out tonight?
No, I don't want to hit the club.
No.
I'm like dodging it because I don't know if that's what you guys would want to do. Because I feel like when other people come, sometimes you do some of those things, and then I'm like, are they doing it because the other people want to do it, or is it because you guys want to do it and you feel like we don't want to do it?
My club days are long over. I have no interest in going out anymore. I want to go to a nice dinner, have a good martini, have a good couple glasses of wine, come home, go to sleep, be happy. Now, you guys are a little younger than me, so when we're here and your other friends are here that do want to go out, you want to go meet them because you have FOMO, and of course I'm coming along, and it can be a great time there too. But that's never something in this stage of my life I'm going to pick for myself. You guys are not that. Right, but we can get lit at the pool. We could drink. I know when we go to Europe, we're gonna have a great time. Like I feel like our Europe trip that's coming up is gonna be different than this. Like here, we're stationary.
Yeah.
We're in like the condo. It's like versus where Europe's gonna be more like go sightseeing, eat good food, but you don't want to feel like crap because you're going to a hotel. You're waking up the next morning to do it all again. Our honeymoon was the first time we ever really vacationed like alone. Because we're always kind of here with my family or with friends somewhere. So I didn't like it was nice on our honeymoon how it wasn't. It was a balance of both of those worlds, I found.
And we still didn't go out after. Like we ate dinner, went back. One night we did. But like when other people are here and I have FOMO, it's like I don't know why I have FOMO because the club is never even that fun. I'm just FOMO that they're all gonna do that activity without me. They could be doing something completely different and then I would want to go to it.
But also sometimes you're here like for longer periods of time and then these people overlap with you for like 2-3 days. So you're like, okay, fine, I'll just go out for that one day. They're here only,
Yeah,
so might as well.
And there's something fun about seeing your friends in a different city.
For sure. Everyone's just more hyped, like ready to party. But I feel like for us, we're very much on the same vibe. And we're very much comfortable enough that if we weren't, we would say something out loud. Like I know Steve and myself are comfortable enough, like you guys too. Like if you want to go out, someone would say it.
Oh, 100%.
And then everyone else would say no.
Yeah.
And then we'd have to go back home.
It would be outvoted.
Yeah. So that would be fine.
Yeah. And like we're also like the thing about vacationing with people that's important is everyone should be like independent. You want to go to the beach, someone else doesn't want to go to the beach. Someone wants to go to the pool. Like everyone's a little versatile.
Yeah, like I can leave you in the condo and be like, I'm going to go downstairs, Everyone's
Did you do that even once? I don't think you did that even
No, because
once.
I want to go with her, Steve, okay?
Like I did that. I very much like that we can do that though. Like and it's not like weird. You guys are like, okay, well, we're going to the pool. Like no one's like sweating it. I would hate if even if like I could do it and like, but I felt like you guys were like, oh, like why can't he just go along with the flow and do what we're doing? Like I'm so happy that I could just do it and you guys are like, okay, and vice versa.
No, I agree.
I don't care what you want to do as long as you're not like upset with me for doing what I want to do,
But this is where I'm like a little bitch. Like I just follow her around like a lost puppy. Like, oh, you want to go down to the pool? Okay, let's go down to the pool. Even though I'd rather like take a little nap right now. I'm following her around, whatever she wants to do. That's just, but.
No, not always. It's not true. Like sometimes you'll stay upstairs.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've been staying upstairs too. Sometimes you'll go back up like, I'm tired, I need to go nap or something like that. You don't even realize you do it.
Even once.
Yeah, there was just one day we went for like a big walk. I think I don't know what you guys were doing actually. You were supposed to go work out.
Enjoying ourselves.
Okay, yeah, you were just chilling. Yeah, everyone's like on their own pace, we're all grown-ups here doing our own thing. And then when we're down by the beach, we're having conversations like, who would you murder and how would you do it?
Facts. And honestly, getting away with murder is very hard.
Olivia would do it for $10 million, but we had to figure out how.
I need to be guaranteed that I get away with it.
And the person she had to murder was John. So now we have to figure out how is she getting this done.
Let's take this back. The question was, how much money would it take for you to murder me? And it was 10 million, and I'm incredibly offended by this number. Incredibly offended.
Okay, quick question on that number, okay? Is it 10 million because it's John, or would it be 10 million for anyone? Because you still have the same risk of getting caught no matter who it is.
No.
But John is obviously someone you care about. So like, how does that affect the number? If it's somebody else, a random stranger, what does that number become?
I honestly don't know why I went with 10 million. Now in hindsight, it seems a little low.
You locked it in, so
I guess this is set. I don't know why, because you said 1 million. I was like, no, 1 million. It's like a huge risk.
I'm a good negotiator, eh? Like,
Yeah.
I got you.
You got me to 10. I was like, honestly, 10. But for me to murder him, it's like, obviously, I can't be in this relationship. Like, I would actually have to fucking hate him. Like, something would have to go awry.
You didn't say that, but okay, we'll take it. But okay, you said 10 million for John. Like, how much for a stranger? Still 10 million? Because you can get caught either way, right? Whether it's a stranger or it's John, you might get caught. So is it still 10 million?
Yeah, that's a good question. Because, like, John, like, that's tough. I feel like I'm the number one suspect. If John dies, I'm the number one suspect.
Exactly. I was going to say it has to be higher for John.
This is what 6 months of marriage looks like, folks.
So we're just, beach convos. That's what has to happen.
No, but then there was, what happens if your mom killed your spouse? What happens if we got really dark. We're like tanning, like dilly-dallying. And what happens if this person murders this person?
No, literally, if I murdered someone and I told Steve, he would turn me in 2 seconds. So this is why I have to tell you.
But he just
Olivia doesn't want to know.
No, I said
I would honestly tell John.
No, you cannot tell me if you murdered someone, because I just don't want to have that burden, and I don't want to look at you differently. Like, I like our relationship. Now I have to be scared of you. Why'd you do that
But
to
it's
us?
true though. It's true.
But wouldn't you rather know and be scared of someone than not know? Like, you want to live in ignorance?
Oh, I want to know, and then I want to turn you in.
No, but see, like, this is the thing. If Olivia had murdered someone, it doesn't even matter why. I already know her character. So I already know she's not psychotic. I already know, like whatever happened.
That person, if Olivia killed them, they deserve to die.
They deserved
basically.
it, or it was a serious accident, and, like, you call me, like, I'm scrubbing the internet. I'm doing whatever I have to do under the sun to make sure you don't get caught, because I know you didn't think of all the things you need to get caught, and I'm going down with you if that case. But the fact that I know that, like, it wouldn't go the other way, it kind of sucks.
No, but, like, it's true. Like, you would have to tell someone else if you wanted that type of help. But, like, then you... Exactly. Like, I would want you to unburden yourself in some way, just not to me. And then we can continue this thing that we have going. But
Ask ChatGPT, man.
oh my God. Like,
No. I know if I told my father anything, I murdered someone, I'm in trouble, this, that, like, there's nothing he's doing not to get me out of it or to help me. And that's the way I'm going to beat him my family.
and who would you tell?
Nobody. I honestly feel like the second you tell someone you're at a risk, like you keep it quiet.
Yeah, because everyone tells someone else. Because you have
What
to,
are you gonna like? What's that gonna do for you? Unless you're like, okay, I know I'm getting caught. It's just a matter of time. What do I do? And you need like you need help, like a lawyer or something. You don't tell a single soul. Like,
I have something to say to this. I was gonna say, I read online that, like, if you have a secret to tell and you tell someone, you have to be prepared for 10 other people to know.
that's it.
That's actually facts. And honestly, if you told me like the anxiety I would have, not that I think you're gonna kill me, I'd just be like, what are we gonna do now? Like, if he gets caught, I'm an accomplice. I don't know what that's like when you like know something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go to jail too now.
The reason why you tell the secret is because you need help with it. Right?
Yeah, I'm not the
you
person.
Could not solve this, get yourself out. Like, you would need me to help you, and I wouldn't tell a fucking soul. But I know you couldn't help me bury a body or do anything.
Yeah,
with it, so I'm not telling you.
Yes and no. Like, they're the type of people, and it's not just you guys, that like they feel like they need to let it out. You know what I mean? Like if you're having a struggle in your life, you're gonna tell Olivia, Olivia can't even help you in many cases, but you just want it.
You need an
out
outlet.
there. Yeah.
No, it's just the therapy of like telling someone, like talking out your feelings. Like sometimes just telling people, you're like, okay, it's not so bad. Like when you say it out loud or like make them comfort.
100%. But you guys also don't recognize or realize like your relationship, how unique it is. Like you right away go and tell each other, but it to like the outside world, you convey it as like, yeah, we're just sisters. Like your relationship is not just sisters. Your relationship is so much different than normal sisters or normal siblings are.
And that's where disorder number 2 comes. No, I'm just kidding.
And that's where we say too much to each other. No, it's true. But still, I wouldn't want her to tell me that. And we already discussed it. We watched some like murder mystery in the States, and we just looked at each other and said, let's make a pact that we never tell each other that stuff.
But I guarantee you guys, if one of you did it, you're telling the other. Like you're making that pact now, but like that's like in fluffy duffy like a perfect world. If one of you guys were in trouble, I promise you, the first person you're going to tell is the other.
I feel like I'd be like, I have to tell you something, but like, should I tell you? Like we'd be playing that game. Like I did something, but like, should I? And you'd be like, well, what does it relate to? And I'd be like, someone died. Like, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden, you know. Like we go back and forth like that.
Yeah, like an hour of like little like hints back and forth.
I don't know about Olivia, but like if you get into like a sticky situation, she's getting caught. Like she's not a good liar. She's not like if we create a story together, okay, we're going to say this, I'm going to say that, you're going to say this, like she's not going to follow the script. So then I'm fucked. Yeah. So that's why it's just like I can't.
I think Olivia's similar, but the one reason why I would trust her more than Michelle in that situation because she's a lawyer. Like I feel like she knows she knows a little bit more and she's more structured in her way of approaching things because of her profession.
We all know you chose me as the person you trust least in the group. I'm dead because I chose John, but I didn't think
You didn't expect it in return.
I didn't expect him to say me. I was like, oh, he'll say Steve, like whatever. His sister-in-law got thrown under the bus.
Which should it shouldn't be the case because you have to assume that like things you tell me she might know of. So if you trust me like to tell me something, like do you not think that I tell her a lot of shit too?
It wasn't like when I was thinking about the answer, it wasn't trust just in like a steel vault. It's like, who do I trust that's gonna also help me with this? So it was like, I think Steve will help me more than Mish would help me. And me and Steve have such a great relationship. Like we're already like brothers, and like we it's not only do we feel the closest, but we're on the same page of things, like the way we think. Like I know, like if I called Steve and was like, "Hey, what's this?" Like he's giving me an answer.
Yeah. Fine, I'll take it.
Yeah, that was a good.
I'm sorry, Mish.
No, it's fine. We said that question just as like shits and giggles, and then it turned like real. We're like, okay, everyone's answering.
No, it's always the best thing. If like you watch The Real Housewives and you want to play a game, the first question you have to ask the group is, who here do you trust the least? It's the gateway.
Yeah.
100%.
Anyways, guys, we have a dinner to go to.
Wait, I have another question.
Oh.
What time is our dinner? We still have time. It's 7:09.
Who do we think?
We're running out of things to talk about.
No, we're not.
I have things to talk
Yeah.
about.
Oh, he has stuff.
We have things to talk about.
You didn't think we're gonna sandbag your podcast?
Who do you think here is the one? Like, who do you think is the one that could become the most famous out of all four of us? You can't pick you two.
No, you can.
I mean, look at us.
No.
You're on our podcast trying to be something, and you're.
I'm asking.
No, you could pick yourself.
I'm gonna say me and
but-
Michelle.
Pick yourselves together.
Oh
Okay.
no.
So Michelle,
Oh, okay.
Okay, but why?
I think she has a big following on Instagram, a little micro influencer. She has a podcast. I also think she's like willing to put herself out there. A lot of people don't post a lot. Like she's posting her stories. She's building like connections with people. Whether people actually like follow her.
But we said famous. We didn't say succeed in her career.
I didn't say one thing about real estate.
But what does she post? She posts.
I'm posting nonstop about this trip.
Okay, on your everyone posts their trip.
but
Like
Why are you shitting on her answer?
I'm just saying.
Because I didn't say Steve.
No. But I want a good reason. Like
Those
you
are
can't
my
just
reasons.
say.
I feel like it starts with social media these days because it's not like she has a talent. She's not gonna start singing and dancing.
Okay.
So it has to be more influency, and I feel like that I would choose her because I'm not gonna choose John. Like I don't know.
Why not? But like that's the thing.
How
Why
is he
not?
gonna become famous to do what?
How is she
He's
gonna
be
be?
a professional, an author.
It doesn't. You're overthinking this. You don't have to think of the path. You're thinking. It's more of the question was like, who are people gonna like most? Who would people want to like most? Who would become the most
It's funny
famous?
because she would be my last pick. And not because I don't think you're great, but I don't think you do the things that would get someone to be famous.
Like my answer is Steve. I think out of all of us, Steve would be the most likely to get famous because he doesn't care to be famous. He puts himself out there. He works hard when he does something. So when he makes a podcast, he does everything. He looks at the lighting. He looks at the camera. He looks at the script about what he's going to say. Whatever. Then it'll be the next thing he does. It's not about, right? That's my personal opinion. No, and I think it's crazy that you two aren't like fucking famous already, but that's besides the point.
I think myself or Steve.
You can't choose two people.
I didn't want to choose myself, but I'm gonna.
Choose yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna choose myself. Cause what Olivia said.
Oh my god. We'll just ask ourselves the questions and you guys can listen.
No, but I feel like sometimes you don't like care to be on social media. You don't care to do certain things.
We didn't say who has to get the most Instagram followers. That wasn't the question.
But how do you
could
think
be
you're gonna
famous
be
by being an
discovered?
author, you could be a famous golfer, you could be anything, but you need to work hard and pursue something.
So what do you
hardcore.
do that you're
I don't
gonna
think
get there?
you pursue YouTube. I don't think you pursue Instagram. I don't see you pursuing anything.
Okay. My answer wasn't going to be me, okay? But just because
It was gonna be me.
just because two people said Michelle, who pursues the gym harder, me or you?
I think I go more often.
That's not what who knows what they're doing more, who studied it, who
Okay, you, but I actually do the work.
Okay. So I don't do the work, and when I go I don't push harder.
No, but you do go, but you're more like flaky with it. Like I'm a steady person that goes to the gym.
Okay, so there's no point of having this
I do. I
discussion.
go like every day. I'm into my Pilates. I'm into my
But
walks.
you're not the same person who will go for 3 months and then we'll have a discussion about why you look the same as at the beginning of the 3 months, even though you go every day.
I want to look the same. I love the way I look.
Okay. This is getting out of hand. I don't know what to do.
That was such a weird question because like, to get famous, how? You know, like we're here.
No, but it's the type of personality. Like maybe none of us will get famous. Maybe all of us will get. But who's the most likely? My choice was just like, for me it was out of you two. But I feel like if John decided that he wanted to be, it would be him. Because like I feel like anything he wants to do, he does really well. For similar reasons as you said about me, I feel like when you put your mind to something, you're gonna put in the work, and like you're a smart guy. I feel like you have.
So can you elaborate on that? Like, what has he done to put in the work that you saw success at?
Golf,
But like, no, but he had like a little. Yeah, it's his passion.
but he's great at it. Like
Okay,
my
so you're saying
passion
to
is
be a
soccer.
professional
He's
golfer.
better at golf than I was at soccer.
Okay,
and
so
my passion was soccer.
Okay, so a professional golfer.
That could be one. I don't know him well enough to know how he writes a book, but I'm sure if he wanted to kill it at
No, for sure. Just if I'm gonna say I think this person's gonna be famous, like what do I see that? That's why like I chose Michelle, 'cause social media, you know.
The question, I think there's different types of fame, but I think fame, it comes from either you creating value in society that's recognized. That's kind of more what I meant. But also fame can be people being attracted to you, right? And I meant it more not in the value you bring to the world, but it was more of a simple question of who, do you think out of this group, people are going to be more attracted to? And I don't mean physically, I mean personality and drive, right? And I think my answer when like Steve is very, not that you guys, one of the first things I fell in love with you is how authentic you are. Okay, I'm done.
But just to finish my thought, Olivia, like you have the attitude for it, in the sense that you're just like I'm the man. You have the confidence for it, but I don't think right today you put in the work that would, like with that confidence, you would need to back it up with harder work. Like you would have to care about the lighting, you would have to care about all those things, which you will get there over time, but you could do it in 6 months instead of 6 years.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
We made this lighthearted question such a deep, like,
it's more fun.
like you don't think I was gonna be the most famous?
I would be successful.
We're gonna watch this back in 10 years and see.
No, this might have to be cut out. Like,
So what other questions you got there?
oh, he had actually questions on his phone.
I don't know. I see.
Well, we discussed it. Okay, so this one, I guess it's for both of you, but you'll go first. What's the most embarrassing thing that you've ever seen Olivia do?
Oh my god.
Okay, I feel so nervous that I'm on the spot. I'm like, I have to go first. The most embarrassing thing that you've ever done? Oh my god, I have to think. I guess you're gonna have to answer this question too, so start thinking. But I literally can't think, because some things are like embarrassing at the moment, and we're like, no one cares. Move on.
Yeah, like everything's embarrassing
In that moment.
and then in hindsight, you're like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I can't even think because, and now looking back, it wasn't that embarrassing.
No, like nothing is. Or it's like,
That's not true.
It would be probably something that you didn't know that was something obvious or that most people would have known. And you're like, oh, wait, I don't know
So you
that.
don't have one example?
That-
One. I have one.
You want us to embarrass each other on our own podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad you got it now. So now can you please say one?
you have an embarrassing thing for Olivia?
Not for you. But she has it too. It's not. It's like you told everyone about it. It's not the end of the world.
What is this man gonna say right now?
No. Okay. Okay. I'll say it because you guys don't want to say anything. You went to the you went to the bathroom at work, and you
Oh, yes.
you say it.
So-
Tell them what you did.
No, I actually went to the bathroom at work, and I was wearing like tights and like a cute little dress. Went to the bathroom, left the bathroom, and like my dress was like tucked into like the tights like in the back. So like marched into my desk with like basically my ass showing. Like, you know what I mean? Like sat down, the girl next to me was like, by the way, like your dress is tucked into your tights. And I was like, I need to quit. That was literally the
You didn't know that
story.
one?
No,
I was
wow.
shook to the core. I went to his house after. I'm like, you don't understand what just happened to me today. And I was like, how many people saw me from the bathroom to my desk? I'm like, where did I pass, you know?
and it's so like no one said anything.
Maybe they didn't notice. You might be.
Yeah, I
lucky.
would hope no one said anything because they didn't notice.
That's what I'm hoping. And like, only a girl had to tell me. Like, it would be like a man can't walk up to me and tell me that. Like, I would drown myself in the toilet. Like,
That's always the most embarrassing when you feel so confident and you're walking around, you're feeling good and like something, like you have Kleenex on your shoe. You know, like
Yeah.
something's dragging behind you and you just feel like a fool.
I'm trying to think of something for you, but I really can't.
Me too. And like something is like too embarrassing to share online. So really it's tough.
Do you have one about yourself that you wouldn't want to say on the pod? Because I want to hear it after.
I do, but nothing that anyone noticed. Like I just knew about it. Like I was embarrassed, but no one else knew. And I
Yeah.
told you about it. Okay.
Wow.
Do you feel left out that I have something that I'm not sharing?
Yeah, I'm like, what could it be?
But that's the thing. No one knew. I knew.
Do you guys have one, like an embarrassing moment? Do you
I
have
know.
one, John, for yourself? Like a time that you were very embarrassed, or Steve?
Well, I have the most embarrassing moment I had for her was when we went out. We got in a couple fights. Olivia got really drunk, and then we were coming back an hour drive from South Beach in an Uber, and 1 minute from the apartment, she couldn't wait the 1 minute and had to puke all over the cab and outside the cab.
But is that embarrassing?
I'm not embarrassed.
Embarrassing for me. I
oh,
was the sober one that had to be like, I'm so sorry, man. I'll pay for your drive. I'll detail your whole car.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's like an Uber driver. And like if you're picking me up at 3 a.m. from South Beach, you like this is something you've considered.
you're like, you know I was going to throw up in the car.
Yeah, like you can't
This
be
is
that
on you.
You can't be that shocked.
They turn this? This is on you.
This is gaslighting. Like,
No, but like you knew this was a possibility, and if you didn't, that's embarrassing.
By the way, our whole theme of this trip is female gaslighting.
Disorder number 3.
Yeah. Because I've been gaslit this whole trip.
I can remember some when I was a little kid, but that's not like fun.
No.
You know what I mean? Older, like
No, you have to be an adult. You have to be in the real world.
nothing like obvious. Like I've done like speeches where like the words didn't come out the way that I wanted to, but like nothing major.
Oh yeah, I'm always like mumbling my words. I'm always like
Like in French, if I have to do one in French, like sometimes I'll try to like convert an English thing to French, and then I'll say it. I'm like, that wasn't what I meant. But like,
That's not embarrassing. That's just
No, it
like
is,
you
because,
trying your hardest to speak French when you're an Anglophone. Like, it's fine.
No, but I think actually my most embarrassed moment of my life is exactly like that. It was in a work when we were asked to put together a presentation on how we could like re-enhance a model that we're currently doing, and I stood up in front of like our entire C-suite and said like half a sentence and like got into it, and someone was like, "Why are you even talking? Can you sit down?" And then I was like, in front of everyone important. And I was like, and like the rage builds up, but you suck it back down. And you're like, okay, yeah, sorry about that. I'll go sit down.
Oh my God, I hate that. Like, I just know the like, yeah, the pit that you receive. You're like, what?
Wait, why would they tell you to stop talking?
That's not for this podcast.
what about not the most embarrassing, but the most frustrating thing that's ever happened to you? Ever?
Ditto to mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that. Yeah, because that's not really like that's not super embarrassing, but it's super frustrating, and there's like nothing you could do about it.
Oh my God, I have something embarrassing that happened to me.
Okay, go.
I
Yeah.
got fired. I got let go from my job. And that's like really embarrassing. So I would say that's embarrassing.
What? Okay.
Like in hindsight now, like that's what it is. Like in the moment, it's embarrassing. And in hindsight, I'm like, who cares?
It's part of the game, though.
It's part of it. And like, oh, now you have a new job. So like, who gave a fuck about that one?
But in hindsight, you know it had nothing to do with you. That's why. But if it was because you sucked, then that would just be embarrassing in hindsight.
But
But
that
yes.
can happen too. Sometimes it's like you're in a role that's just not for you, and then you think it's the end of the world. You go do something else. You excel at it. It's for you, and you do super well. You know.
I also find in like this day and age, like in the past 4 years, like people are just getting fired and let go just because of COVID and like what it's caused. So I feel like it was embarrassing, but then you realize it's happening to like everybody. Like that stuff is just going around now in companies.
Yeah, we have to normalize getting let go.
I also think it's the complete opposite as well. Like normalize like getting let go. And yes, in COVID there was a lot of let goes, but in COVID people also just jumped jobs for different opportunities and left people that they should have been loyal to but weren't for $20,000, and then got let go from that job because they weren't a good fit for that job, and normalized
And they had no seniority.
loyalty over a couple of bucks. Although I'm not saying anyone shouldn't, strive for what they're worth. You absolutely should, but you shouldn't be changing jobs every 1 year to increase your salary. That's not, people don't look at that the right way, especially the bigger you get, it's not looked at well.
Even your dad was saying, he's just like, I don't want to see a CV with people jumping around every 6 months. Like, who's gonna hire this person?
Yeah, because you want consistency. Like, can't somebody like be here?
But I also think that like the older generations who are in these higher positions, they're used to staying at one place or two places, and then as the years have gone, people do jump around. People don't know what they want. People are in career paths that they didn't even think that they would like, and now they realize they don't. So people do jump around, and now it's become a bit more normal.
Nothing's simple, and I'm not trying to simplify this, and I agree with what you're saying. It's very hard for people our age. There aren't as many opportunities. You have to work a lot harder to get to the same place that someone didn't have to work before. I'm not trying to oversimplify it, but people also expect too much today. You have to earn your keep. You have to earn what you get. You have to stay and be loyal to get to that level, and people aren't patient anymore. And that's because we paid so much in student debt and student loan, and it's harder for us, so we expect things faster. And so the gap between our generation and the generation above that's in charge is so far apart. And then the answer isn't either of us are wrong or right. It's in the middle.
We got so deep, like it's crazy.
Right,
But
now
the-
we're late for dinner.
No, but that's the thing about potting too, like the tangents.
No, literally, like it just goes and then you're like, what should we name it? And you're thinking of everything you've talked about. You're like, I don't fucking know what just happened.
Me and John are in like deep convo. Like, you got the girls in the back. Like, that's what it feels like.
No, it just got deep real quick, and I'm so excited for my sushi dinner that I'm like, oh, we gotta go.
We gotta go. This was great. Thank you guys for coming on our pod. This is an annual thing in Florida to have you guys. Any last words?
Thank you for having us. We love you. Say nice things in the comment, please, or I'll come after you.
Bye.
And John will come after you. Like he's on TikTok, like beefing with people.
Oh my God, it's my favorite thing. If he responds to someone, I'm like, oh my God, yeah, you go, guy.
you can
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Well, feel free to like, subscribe, leave a nice comment. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.